Howdy gang, out here at the shop, garage shop. It's a shop, it's my shop. I'm gonna call it my shop. There's nothing that anybody can do to stop me. Out here with Dr. Gray and the Lazy KZ. And what's this? Alright, here we go. There's a lift in here. What do you know? Got the KZ up on the lift. A few little items that need addressing. Just did some, normal kind of like health checks that, should be done on motorcycles whenever you're putting them into service. And I took some, clear vinyl tubing and did the whole thing where you hold up the tubing next to the float bowl and see what your level is at. This bowl was probably about right here. Bowl number 2 in there was like way down here. It was barely anything. Bowl number 3 was about there, and bowl number 4 was like right up at the top. Another test I did, I took some good old-fashioned carbon choke cleaner while the bike was idling, and I sprayed it through this vicinity to test for leaks, because these boots definitely have some cracks in them, and I figured there's a pretty good chance that these are leaking, and yes, they definitely are. So I'm going to replace those. And in addition to that, I have been in contact with one Mark Krieger of Krieger Cam Chain Tensioners, and I have requested one of his manual cam chain tensioners to install, because that right there is a common failure point on these here KZs, the automatic tensioner. And what I'm going to do today, take off, carbs off, and I'm going to adjust the float heights. So let's get into it. Alright, that's everybody. Looking down the row here, they don't really look to have a ton of variation in terms of their heights, but there is difference. Oh, look at that, they're numbered. Looks like 22.9. And what I'm doing here is taking my flat blade screwdriver here, just a small flat blade screwdriver, going into this little opening here, and I'm just giving it just the slightest bit of pressure, like twisting this to give it the slightest little bit of pressure to bend that tang down so that the float height will be adjusted effectively. Bang on. Bang on. Alright. Where are you? Perfect. 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 Alright. So, they are all set to the exact same height now, and everything looks good. Alright, I'm going to get these bowls back on, and I'll see you when I'm done with that. Thought I would examine these a little bit. Check that out. Wow, 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 wow. huge air leak. This one, they're all still really pliable, but that's a huge leak. It's amazing that the bike has been running as well as it has. I'm going to see if these bolts are cooperative. This seems like a good job for a Phillips 3. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I thought now that I finally have a lift, no bike really deserved the special treatment more than the KZ, because I rushed getting it on the road. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was in a big old rush to get it on the road because I wanted to ride. I was ready and raring to ride. All right, it's Cam Chain Tensioner day. Got the carbs out of the way, and I'm about to pull the old tensioner off. Let's get to it. And I'll mention it so nobody panics. I did make sure that the doodad is at top dead center. Alright, all back together. Sounds better. Alright, so I'm gonna let it warm up. I really don't hear anything. Let me get my specialized instrument here. I can hear the chain dragging across the slide, but I don't hear any tapping. So I think I got it adjusted pretty much perfectly right off the rip. One of these bad boys is going on the box. That was good. Alright, got my new boots. They're not what you would call high quality, but we'll make them work. I'm gonna get everything stripped back down, get at these boots, be right back. Alright, here we are back in business with the boots. Go ahead and start taking these boots off as well. Doing a little bit of size comparison here. This is a new boot on the right and an old boot on the left. It looks like the new boots are just a touch shorter, but you know, the bolt holes do line up. It is the same, you know, overall shape. I think that's not going to be an issue. The opening on the inside of these appears to be slightly smaller on the new ones than it is on the old ones, but overall I think that it will be just fine. My strategy for making sure that these work is using a little bit of sealant. New boots. I'm gonna let these hang out for a little while and let that sealant cure before I do anything else. Being that these were very inexpensive and of relatively poor quality, I don't trust them to seal. So I'm just gonna make sure that they do. But anyway, check back here in a little bit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This bike absolutely rules. So good. I love it. It shreds. It's consistent, smooth throttle whenever I'm coasting along at a certain speed. There's no, blips and shudders and that sort of thing where it's not getting fuel consistently like it used to. I think that's gonna do it for this one, but there's a lot more to come on the KZ. I'm gonna continue to make improvements and just keep incrementally pushing it up to that next level. But thank you for watching, appreciate it very much. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.